What if I told you that fixing your finances doesn't require a budget, a side hustle, or cutting out everything you enjoy? What if all it takes is just 60 seconds every morning? Sounds too simple, right? But stick with me because this one habit can completely change how you handle money. And if you find this helpful, make sure to like the video and subscribe because this is the kind of content that actually improves your life. Let me ask you something honestly. When was the last time you calmly checked your bank account? Not out of panic, not because your card got declined, not at 2 a.m. when anxiety kicked in. I mean a deliberate, intentional check where you actually looked at your financial situation. Most people fall into two extremes. Either they obsessively check when they're stressed or they avoid it completely because they don't want to face the numbers. Both habits quietly damage your finances. Because here's the truth, your financial progress isn't just about how much you earn or how strict your budget is. It's about awareness. And right now, most people are making financial decisions without knowing where they actually stand. That's like driving a car with your eyes closed. The real problem, you're managing money blind. Think about driving. You constantly get feedback. You see your speed, feel the road, hear the engine. Your brain uses that information to make tiny adjustments automatically. Now imagine driving with no feedback at all. No speedometer, no vision. You'd crash instantly. That's exactly how most people handle money. They don't know their current balance, they don't know their debt, they don't know if they're improving or falling behind. Yet they're making daily decisions like ordering food, shopping online, or planning trips. Without awareness, every decision becomes a guess, and over time, those small guesses add up to big financial mistakes. The 60-second habit that changes everything. Here's the habit. It's simple, but don't underestimate it. Every morning, within the first hour of waking up, you check and write down 3 numbers. Your checking account balance, your total debt, your investment balance. That's it. No analysis, no judgment, no planning. Just look at the numbers and write them down. It takes less than a minute. Sounds almost too easy, right? But this is where things get interesting. Why this works without willpower. There's a powerful idea in psychology. What you measure gets improved. When you start paying attention to something consistently, your brain naturally begins to adjust your behavior around it. You don't need discipline, you don't need motivation. Your brain does the work for you. When you check your numbers every morning, your brain builds a feedback loop. Now, throughout the day, every small decision is influenced by that awareness. You saw your balance this morning, so when you're about to spend money later, your brain quietly asks, is this helping or hurting? Not consciously, subconsciously, and that's the difference. Why budgeting usually fails. Most people try to fix their finances with budgeting, but budgeting is hard. It tells you what you can't do. It forces constant decisions. It drains your energy. And eventually, you give up. This habit is different. It doesn't tell you what to do, it just shows you reality. And when you see reality every day, your behavior naturally starts to align with your goals. No pressure, no stress, just awareness. How awareness changes your decisions. Let's say you check your account in the morning and see your balances dropping over time. Later that day, you think about ordering expensive food. Suddenly, there's a small pause, a slight hesitation. You might still order it, or maybe you don't. That pause is everything. That's your brain adjusting. Now multiply that by hundreds of small decisions every month. That's where the real change happens. The power of tracking 3 numbers. Each of the 3 numbers plays a role. Your checking account shows your short-term reality. It tells you how much flexibility you have right now. Your debt shows what's working against you. Seeing it daily creates pressure to reduce it, even without a plan. Your investments show your future. Watching that number grow makes you want to contribute more. Together, these 3 numbers give your brain a complete picture. And when your brain has a clear picture, it makes better decisions automatically. The compound effect over time. Now, let's talk results. Let's say you currently save very little. Maybe you're inconsistent. Some months you save, some months you don't. After starting this habit, your awareness increases. You make slightly better decisions every day. Not perfect decisions, just slightly better. That alone can double or even triple your savings rate over time. And when you compound that over years, the difference becomes massive. We're talking about tens or even hundreds of thousands of dollars from one simple habit: dealing with the discomfort. Now, let's be real for a second. Some of you won't want to do this because looking at your finances feels uncomfortable. Maybe your balance is low, maybe your debt is high, but avoiding it doesn't change anything. In fact, avoidance is what keeps people stuck. Here's the good news. That discomfort fades quickly. After about 2 weeks, it becomes normal. The numbers stop feeling emotional. They just become data. And once that happens, you gain control. How to make this habit stick? If you want this to work, keep it simple. Attach it to something you already do every morning, like making coffee or checking your phone. Make it easy. Keep your banking apps ready. No friction. Write the numbers down somewhere. Notes app, notebook, anywhere. Set a daily reminder for the first 30 days. That's it. Don't overcomplicate it. What happens after 30 days? The first week feels new. The second week, you notice patterns. By week 3, your behavior starts to change. By week 4, it becomes automatic. And after a few months, your finances start improving without you forcing it. That's the power of awareness. Bigger picture: changing your relationship with money. This habit isn't just about saving more. It's about shifting from avoidance to control. Most people treat money like something stressful they'd rather ignore. This forces you to face it daily. And when you face it daily, it stops being scary. It becomes manageable. So here's what I want you to do. Starting tomorrow morning, take 60 seconds and check your 3 numbers. Do it for 30 days. That's your challenge. No budget, no complicated system, just awareness. And if this helped you see money differently, hit that like button and subscribe, because I'll keep breaking down simple ideas that actually work in real life. I'll see you in the next one.